morning, future teachers. This is the Washell News.
I am Malia Tatum.
And I am Anna Walker. Our goal is to inform you about the Wilson Reading Program. Their mission is to provide quality professional learning and ongoing support so that educators have the skills and tools they need to help their students become fluent, independent readers who are ready to explore the endless possibilities the world of reading has to offer.
The inspiration for Wilson language training began with Barbara Wilson over 30 years ago. After several years as a special educator in public schools in Massachusetts, Barbara worked for 5 years with adults with dyslexia, which inspired the eventual launch of Wilson language training several years later.
Interesting. The first edition of the Wilson reading system was published in 1988 based on Barbara's work with adults and students at the Wilson Learning Center. The second edition was launched in 1989, and the third edition launched in 1996.
What age group would use this program?
This program can be used for students grades 2nd through 12th grade, but which students would we use it for?
Well, Wilson Reading is an intensive Tier 3 program for students with word level deficits who are not making sufficient progress through their current intervention.
Wait a second. What does that cover then? A word level deficiency can mean so much. I mean, I can't spell to save my life. Do I need to do it?
Well, you're too old to do it, and it covers so much more than just spelling. Here are some of the subtopics it covers: word structure, word recognition, spelling of high frequency, vocabulary, sentence level text reading with ease, expression, and understanding, listening comprehension, reading comprehension, narrative and informational text structures, organization of information, proofreading skills, and self-monitoring skills.
Wow, I can't believe this program does so much. Do you know that most teachers no longer use the first, second, or even third edition?
What? Are you sure?
I am positive. Most teachers use the Foundation's second edition. This edition took all the teacher feedback and best practices to give the best version. Here is a picture of a classroom that uses this program.
That classroom looks great, but what does it really look like? I mean, how would a future teacher implement this?
Well, Malia, let's take it to the field, where one of our very own teachers at Blacksmith Elementary is using this program with a 5th grade student. While the Foundations program is normally used for kindergarten through 3rd grade, this best meets the student's needs.
Okay, Andy, we're going to review how we're going to do welded sounds when we are spelling a word with Wilson. So, what do we call 2 letters that make one sound? What are these called down here?
Digraphs.
They're digraphs. So we have 2 letters that make one sound. So if we have CH, we have SH. Okay. On our board, just remember, I know this is kind of a review. Turn around and show your board to me. Let me see that you have your green welded sounds here. And those, when we tap them, they make how many sounds?
3.
There's 3 letters, but one sound. Because it was welded, it's going to stay together. So it makes that one sound. Okay, so you're going to spell the word child. Spell the word child on your tile here. Okay, so if you turn it around and show us what, I'm going to hold it for you. How would you tap this word?
Child.
Okay, how am I going to close it? Child, child. Why only 2 taps?
There's only 2 sounds.
2 sounds. Digraphs make how many sounds?
1.
1, and my welded sound is
1.
1 sound. Because if I tapped them separate, it would be ch-i-l-d. And we know that this one is one of those that has a long I sound, right? So I would tap that together. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do thinking. Thinking. How would I do thinking? That was right. Thinking. Thinking. Okay, so let's turn around. Okay, so turn around. So I have the word. What's your word here?
Thinking.
But tap what you have.
Ink.
Let me see your hands so we can see it.
Ink.
The
Think.
ink, think. But I wanted, my word was thinking. Nice. Okay, how many sounds do I have in this word?
3.
3. Tap it for me.
ing, ing, thinking.
Th, ink, ing, thinking. Nice. Okay. And these are our welded sounds. That means we do not tap individual sounds. We just tap them together.
That was amazing. Students can form a solid foundation for future reading.
You're right. It's amazing. The Wilson team wanted to focus on the foundation of literature and make it easy for students and fun. That is why the Wilson team named their kindergarten through 3rd grade program Fundations, not just a fun pun.
But how much would that cost for a 2nd grade classroom?
Well, Malia, that's not so fun. It would cost over $1,600 to get a set for a class of 25.
I am going off our teacher budget. Are there any cheaper options?
Yes, you can get a complete set for $40. It just doesn't come with all the extra goodies.
Well, if I'm spending all this money, data collection better be extremely easy and not involve printing out on sticky notes.
You're a little bitter about that. I'm not suggesting anything crazy like popcorn reading. Wilson has made data collection a breeze. Each student has their own journal and workbook, and you can purchase additional monitoring packages. These packages guide educators on how to analyze each piece of data to help place the student in the correct lesson.
How did you find all this information?
You can find all the information at wilsonlanguage.com or these other informational sites.
Great. For more information, check out these peer-reviewed articles.
Well, folks, you know what that sound means.
That's all for today.
But, great question.
Anna, what?
Deficiencies. Is it deficiencies or deficiencies?
Deficiencies. That classroom.
You were supposed to pause.
Oh, dang it.
Now go.
It's in her own classroom.
Sorry, just I'm thinking about the news. Okay. Oh.
Anna, what age group would you prefer?